The legislative branch creates laws. It has two branches, the House of Representatives and the Senate. They both have different characteristics but work in tandem for legislation. Founders created the House with shorter terms to be closer with the people, while the 6-year Senate seats add stability against temporary fears. Initially, states chose senators. This changed after the 17th Amendment with their direct election. Congress holds various powers. It can create and collect taxes, print and borrow money, and regulate commerce. Congress can also regulate international trade, while the Senate ratifies treaties. War declaration, impeachment, confirming judges, and creating courts are also in their repertoire. The way Congress funds projects is as follows. They authorize a bureaucratic department or agency and then fund its activities. Earmarks are the allocation of money to projects in a certain state or district. Pork barrel spending is when congressional district members apportion money towards operations in their jurisdiction. This diverts funding towards narrow interests rather than the nation's interests. Log rolling is when members approve of these earmarks for another member in order to receive earmarks of their own. Oversight is when Congress ensures that the laws are implemented correctly. They can create committees and subcommittees to investigate the actions of the federal bureaucracy. These are generally routine. Legislative representatives oversee their constituencies or voters under their jurisdiction. After each U.S. Census, population changes lead to apportionment, changing the number of representatives. Redistricting is done to determine new voting districts. Gerrymandering is when redistricting is done to benefit a group. This can be done to ensure more representatives of a party or for electing minority members with majority-minority districts. Malapportionment, where districts have uneven populations, is ruled unconstitutional because it violates the Equal Protection Clause. States also can't use race as the main factor in redistricting. Incumbency is when the congressperson runs for re-election. Incumbency advantages can include a recognized name, experience, connections, etc. Above all, experience and money matter in elections, as incumbents tend to win and campaigns are costly. Here's how congressional houses are organized. The representatives elect the Speaker of the House. They hold a lot of power with the House agendas and committee assignments. Both houses have a majority leader, a minority leader, and whips to organize party voting solidarity. During legislation, committees are formed to oversee work. Committee chairs set the group's agenda. Standing committees consider legislation and oversee agencies, distributing funding levels. These are further divided into subcommittees. Joint committees contain both houses and focus on information gathering. Conference committees are temporary joint committees that resolve bill differences. Special committees investigate an issue or scandal. Congresspeople seek to get appointed to committees to deal with their constituents' issues. Congressional staff also works with elected officials to research or draft bills.